Hello, everyone. I think I might be live. So let me just click a few things and find out where I'm at. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Terri Hartley, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Iowa. Hi, Christina. Good to see you. Well, today I have some things to share from Stampin' Up! And also what's going on at the Rustic Barn cards. And then we are going to use one of the new online exclusive products, potions and spells. And we're going to make, I think anyway, it's a cute treat box. It is quick and easy, so I can guarantee that it's quick and easy. And I hope that you'll like it. I know we are several months away from Halloween. Online exclusives are just Stampin' Up! Products that are not in the catalog, but they are online. And what is so great about this is that, the catalog has to be planned out like 2 years. They're working on a catalog now that's going to be out in a couple of years. So this way, by adding new products to online exclusives that you can get online, then we are able to have products, new products throughout the year. So that is awesome. Okay, let me turn the camera down so I can talk to you about what's going on in Stampin' Up! World and what I have going on. And then we are going to get to stamping. All right, so let's turn that right there. I get the camera down and then I did something. Let's see, what did I do? I want to be able to see the chat, and I did. All right, so right now, Stampin' Up! Has bonus days. And what bonus days is, all this month through July 31st, for every $50 that you order, that you spend, you will receive a $5 coupon that you can redeem in August. So you can stack those up and you can use them all in August, like on your same order. So that is pretty awesome. And as I mentioned, we're going to be using one of the online exclusives. If you are a newsletter subscriber, then I have sent this out, and we'll send out the online exclusives PDF if you're or a link where you can find them online. I know some of my customers aren't online, so they need this the PDF. But and then there's contact information, and I have a QR code that you can use that will take you right to the online exclusives. So that's what's going on in the Stampin' Up! World. Bonus days, new online exclusives. There's also a couple of new kits. This weekend is I'm part of the online global retreat. This is our 6th online global retreat. It's too late to sign up for the full retreat. The retreat boxes have already been shipped and have already arrived to the participants. But it's not too late to be part of the online global retreat by getting the online access pass. And with the online access pass, you'll be invited to the Facebook group. You'll have the all the full tutorials available. You'll be able to see all of the demonstrations. And if you want to craft along with this, you can just cut your own supplies, because you will be getting the tutorials where you can just cut your own supplies that you have in your stash and craft along with this. In the United States, it is the online access pass is $25, and there is more information in the description. Okay, well, I have been a demonstrator just almost 5 years, so I have quite a collection of things, and I am cleaning out my studio, my craft room. So I have been, I need to, I just have totes of things that I'm not using. So I am going to be offering mystery boxes starting tomorrow through the 17th. So for 1 week, um, just place a minimum $50 order with me and you will receive a free mystery box of goodies. And of course, the more you spend, the more your mystery box will contain. Again, I have information will be in my newsletter. So if you're not a newsletter subscriber, go ahead and sign up for that. And the description is in the link is in the description. And then this QR code will also give you information about my mystery boxes. And I only do this, well, actually, this is my first year of doing the mystery boxes, but I'm only going to be doing it 1 year. I've decided I'm not going to wait every 5 years because I have too much stuff. So once a year. And so this will be the only time I'll be offering mystery boxes in 2024. Tomorrow's the last day for my Rustic Barn Card Club, 5 projects, and information in the description if you want to. And this is a subscription to the card club. You can join for 1 month and cancel or continue longer. All right, I think we're ready to stamp. I'm sorry that you probably see my hands, but I have got to figure out why I can't see comments. That wasn't what I wanted to do. All right. Well, it's possible I am not going to be able to see your comments. I apologize. Unless it says new comments will display here, but it looks a little bit different. Okay, well, we're going to get started. So for today's project, we are going to start with basic black cardstock. And I've already cut this at 7.5 by 9.5. And then you will have a couple of strips left over, and you'll be using these. So we'll be using these. So you'll want to save those. Now, I will be sending out a tutorial for this box this week in my newsletter. Now I'm going to bring in the trimmer. And again, we're going to turn it so the short side is in the trimmer. So I'm going to turn it for the short side. And I am going to score this at 1.5. So we're going to make our little box first, and then we're going to decorate it. So I'm going to score 1.5. Then I'm just going to flip this, turn this around, and I'm going to score 1.5 on the other side. And now I'm going to turn, so the long side is at the top of the trimmer, and I'm going to score it at 4 and 5.5. So on the long side, we're going to score it at, we scored it at 4 and 5.5. And that is all of the scoring that we need. So I'm going to bring in my scissors. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead, and it doesn't really matter, but I find it's easier if you fold maybe on those long strips. So we're going to fold our box. Use that bones folder. And when you fold it, you want to try to get these edges even. And then I know it's a little hard to see with using basic black, but you're going to have, you have a long strip here and here. And then you have a little short one here. So we're going to cut up to the score line here, and then we're going to cut up to the score line here. Turn this around. So there you go. And now you can see, I think we got these little, just fold these over. I am going to see if I can see some comments. If I at least pull up Facebook, although I know I'm on YouTube too. Okay. Okay, well, that didn't work, but that's all right. Okay, let's get back to what we're doing. So, because it is a quick and easy box. So we have our two flaps. We are going to add adhesive here, and then we're going to add adhesive on these two flaps right here. So not in the middle, not in the big part in the middle, but there's a little, these two little flaps, we're going to add adhesive here. And then we folded these in, and we're going to add adhesive. So I'm going to bring in our adhesive. And then just going to kind of go along around the edge of that flap. Do the same over here. All right, and now I'm going to bring up. Now you can miter these little short pieces that you cut. And then I'm going to bring up this side here, and I'm going to get it lined up. And then I'm going to use my bone folder. Just kind of press there. Then we're going to work on this one. And get it lined up like we want. Just making sure that it's even. There we go. And here is our quick and easy treat box. And we're going to set this aside, and we're going to decorate it, but we're going to do some stamping. So I'm going to be bringing in a scrap of basic white. And we're going to use just one ink today, and that is our Memento Black. And we're going to bring this cauldron in. I just love this. How many of you love Halloween? I know some people love it. Some people could do without it. So we'll ink this up. And we'll stamp right here. Just going to bring this in and clean our stamp. We're going to bring this little bird in. I'm just go ahead and ink up our bird. I'm not sure if we will use the cat or not, but we'll go ahead and ink the cat up. And then we're going to use the sentiment Happy Halloween. So the potions and spells, it has some books, like some bubbles and some stars, sentiments. So plus it comes as a bundle, which you can save 10%. And it has a lot of extras. Now we're going to use this extra. We're going to use this broom. So we're going to use the extra and the brooms and this broomstick. We're going to need the bird, the cat, the cauldron. And then we're going to use this extra, I don't know, I call it like fire, what potion, whatever liquid is boiling out of the cauldron. But you can see you have several others. You have this one that cuts out the books, and then the bubbles. And then we're also going to use one circle die, and you could just use, if you have a punch, that would work too, a circle punch. But I'm going to use Spotlight on Nature. And we're going to use the smallest one right here. And the reason there's missing circles because I have things ready for the retreat, and I'm going to be using these dies for the retreat. We're going to use this smallest circle die and Spotlight on Nature dies. All right, well, let's bring in some blends. And I do have these already colored and die cut, but I want to show you. So we're going to start with the cauldron. And I have basic black, I have bronze, daffodil delight, and ivory, but I don't think I need ivory, balmy blue, and then I have chosen smoky slate. We're going to start with the light black, and actually we're going to start with the dark black. Sorry about that. We're going to start with the dark black because I want to just go ahead and go over all of those lines that Stampin' Up! Has added for us. Now I'm going to come back with light black. And what I love about the blends is that it makes, even if you're not good at coloring, the blends make everything look so good. And I just kind of go around like this. Now, I do want to just going to kind of go around that handle on the cauldron. But I think you get the idea. And then I'm going to make the feet of the cauldron a little bit darker. So we're going to bring in that dark black. And then for the handle, I decided I would use the bronze. And color this. Make it stand out a little bit. So it's kind of like copper. Now in the sample box I'm going to show you, I colored the inside, I colored it with the yellow. But I think, and then I have a second one. I have two to show you. and both a little different because I made one just like this, but then I made one with a different cardstock for the box. And the only difference that I'm making is that I'm going to color this in with black. And you can just go ahead and color it. Okay, well, I'm going to come to the bird and I'm going to go ahead and use my light black, and I'm just going to go over some of those lines of his feathers and the dots there. And then I'm going to come back with a smoky slate, and I'm going to use the light smoky slate. And by using the light black, it just kind of brings out his feathers. Of course, you can make them any color that you wanted. Then we're going to bring in, have it so you can see them. Then we're going to bring in our Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to do the beak. He does have a tongue there, so you could color the tongue a little bit, a different color, but I'm just going to do it yellow. And then his feet. Also going to use Daffodil Delight. And then I decided to use Balmy Blue. And for his eye. And then I'm going to bring in some scissors because we're just going to, for the Happy Halloween, we are just going to use our scissors and cut out around the Happy Halloween. Okay, and then I would use the cut and emboss machine, and I would just lay these and I'm going to go ahead and cut those out. We will be doing some die cutting because we're going to die cut the broom and the bubbles, and I have a cat already cut out. And then we're going to be cutting out the circles. And so our black is for the broomstick. So let me bring in our cut and emboss machine. And I'm going to use the wider piece that we had left over. So we have the broomstick, we have the circle. I'm just going to go ahead and run this through. And we've got the broomstick. And we have one circle. We need two circles. So we'll put that back in. And then I'm going to bring in, we're going to be using, move that out of the way for just a second. We're going to be using Thoughtful Journey 6x6 paper to decorate our treat box. And I have chosen to use this designer series paper and this designer series paper. We're going to decorate our box using this, and then we're going to use this to die cut out our broom. So I'm going to bring this back in, and I'm going to just Let me just go ahead and cut this out, and then we'll die cut the other two things together. Okay, so we're going to put this right here, and then I think this would look good as a broom, kind of all these. So we're going to put our broom right, or our broom, and then we have the bubbles, or whatever's coming out of the potion. So I'm going to put that right here. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Get up. And now I think we're ready to decorate. So I'm going to lay this aside. You can use this for a lot more, make a lot more. So I'm going to bring in, I'm going to move this out of the way, get our dies out of the way. We're going to bring in our cauldron. This cauldron, I didn't add anything in the middle, but I think I'm going to grab our, that's the dark. It's going to add, going to be a little bit darker, it looks like. Maybe I use the light. But that's okay, because it kind of highlights the inside. We're going to color this up with the gem anyway, so that may be why I decided not to color the inside. All right, so we have our broom, we have our bird, and then I'm going to bring in some designer series paper, and this is cut. I look at my notes so I can give you the right measurements. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. So 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. And again, this will be a tutorial that you can download in my newsletter this week. So I'm going to place this right here. Now you could place it like this, but I'm going to place it right here on the front. And the reason I know the front, because you have the seam here and here. So we want the side that doesn't have the seam. So I'm just going to go ahead and add adhesive. We're going to place this. Get it lined up. And then we have two cut out of the same paper, and this is 1 1/4 by 3 3/4. So again, just add some adhesive. And we're going to put this on the side. See how that's coming up there? So what we're going to do is just hold that for a little bit. And we can even lay it down, use our bone folder, give it a little more adhesive. So we can decide which side. You can decide this side or this side. I'm going to decide. I'm going to do it this opposite side. I think this Thoughtful Journeys paper is great to make this treat box. So we're going to add this on the side. And I want to kind of line it up the best I can with these corners here, or the one in front. All right. Now, if you want to, you could also add designer series paper on the back. I am not going to do that. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with our cauldron, and we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. And let me look. Still one more time to see if I can get your comments. Okay. All right. Well, I can't, but okay. So then let's just go ahead and add all of our dimensionals. And then we have stuff coming out of, ooh, I don't know. That side looks good too, doesn't it? Coming out of the cauldron. Want it like that. Want it like this. I think we'll go with this. It has a little bit more color in it. And I'm going to use mini for the potion that is leaking out of the cauldron. Get one more up there. That. Try that again. Okay, that I think that works. All right, so let's go ahead and just take these backings off. And I'm going to place this down in the left-hand corner. And then we are going to put the little bird right on top of the cauldron where he's looking in. And then we will take the backings off this potion. And maybe we should have this on first, but we can get it in there. I just got to bring it. It doesn't go clear over. So I want to leave a little bit of room on the left of the cauldron for the bubble, for the potion bubbling over. There we go. Bring it up a little bit so it's, you don't see any of the black. All right, now let's bring our Happy Halloween. And we're going to bring our broom in. We're going to add a dimensional on that. And then we're going to bring our broomstick, but you want to kind of see where, how you want to place it. So you may not want to put your dimensional on your broom until you add your broomstick. And I should have remembered that because I ran into that problem yesterday when I was making another one. Okay, so I think that will work. So we will go ahead and take that backing off, and we'll just add some adhesive. And then I'm going to add just a little bit right here on the top of the broom, just a kind of a dot. And I think we'll place this here. And then we'll place our broom. There we go. And you can always slant your broom a little bit if you want to, rather than having it straight. And then we're going to cover up that little blue spot with Happy Halloween. And then we still need to use these. We're not finished. We're going to add a handle. And then we have a cat. So I don't know, we could put the cat like on top of the broom. So that is an idea that if you wanted to do that, you could just add him right here. Or not put him on at all. But I did go ahead and cut him out. I was going to ask you, but since I can't see comments, you just have to add the comments whether you think I should have added the cat or not. So I guess we will go ahead and add him, because the other one I did not add him, but I'm going to show you, and then that will make you able to decide. So when I put him in here, it looks like I could put one on the face and one on the body over here, a dimensional, and that won't get in the way of anything. So we're going to put a dimensional there and a dimensional over here. So on his face and over by his tail. Oh, Christina, on the bottom broom looks good. Okay, thank you. Hey, your comment did show up. It just showed up in a different place. Okay, you think like this then? On the broom looks good. All right, we're going to do that. And you can still see the Happy Halloween. And let's just get his little feet right there. All right, now let's go ahead and add the handle. And we're going to be using this black and very vanilla large checked ribbon. I love this ribbon. I used about 11 inches, but you may want your handle to be not as long as the one that I'm going to do. And so what I'm going to do with this is that I'm going to bring in some tearing tape. And I'm just going to attach the ribbon with tearing tape. So I'm just going to put a little bit right here. And then take it off. And then I'm going to put the ribbon on the outside and about in the middle there, between here and here. And take this off. I bet some of you figured out what we're going to do with those circles. And then I'm going to press this right here. And because I don't want this to show, then we're going to add these right like this. Kind of gives a little bit of a decoration. And so I'm just going to add some adhesive right in the middle. And I'm going to put the top of that right at the top of the DSP. And the reason for that, then it helps me to line up the one on this side so I know how to line it up. So I'm going to add some adhesive and place that about right in the middle. And I have 2 more of these to show you. And now we're going to bring in our embellishments. And these are the basic gray and smoky slate pearls. Oh, Christina, good. I'm glad that you like it. So we're going to use a large one because you have small and large. So you have basic gray and slate. And then we're going to put this right in the middle of our cauldron. Now, you could add more embellishments, and then, of course, since it is a treat box, then, you want to bring in a cello bag, and you can add some candy. And then I used iridescent ribbon for this one, where you can just put it right inside like this. And actually, let me see. Let's use these little Butterfinger minis. These came from the Dollar Tree. And should I use the same color ribbon that I used on the box? Or should I use the black, or should I use that clear ribbon? What do you think? And we're just going to tie a bow on this, is what I'm talking about. If you could put anything in here, it wouldn't have to be candy. I was trying to get the measurements. Let's see. Our box is about either ribbon. Okay, Christina. Well, this is about 4.5, and then it's just about 1 3/4 wide, just to give you a little bit of measurement. Well, I've done both. I think we'll go ahead. I will be able to show you. Let's go ahead, put the ribbons right here, and we'll just tie a bow. Maybe. So, okay. And we'll see if all those will all fit in there. So here is the first box that we did together. All that stuff out of the way. And then here is the one that I made for my sample, but I decided not to go ahead and show you till we just make this together. So I used the same paper, but I just used more of the yellow than I did here of the more of the Calypso coral. And here I like I said, I fill that circle in with Daffodil Delight, and here I just did the circle in the black. But then here I used the iridescent for this, where I matched it the same. But then I decided, what if we try, thanks, Christina, what if we try a different color of cardstock? So then I made this box here using Daffodil Delight. So I used Daffodil Delight, and I used the same ribbon for the candy insert, and I used a different designer series paper. So I used this designer series paper for here. And so here we have 3 different quick and easy treat boxes. And you might like the black, you might like the yellow. So you can just try it in any color of cardstock. Now I have too many lights on with now that I'm showing my face, not my hands. So I hope that you like this project. And I hope you'll give it a try. It is really quick and easy. And like I said, the tutorial I will send out in my newsletter this week. If you're not a newsletter subscriber, you can, there's a link where you can sign up to be a newsletter subscriber, and you'll get this free tutorial. Don't forget, if you about the mystery boxes, place an order with me starting tomorrow for 1 week. And there's information in the description about that. And if you'd like to join us for our 6 online global retreat with the all access pass. There's information, read all the details in this description. Thank you for being here. I'm Terri Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards. I come live on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central. Take care. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.